Hey everyone, you're listening to Women Are the Journey with your hostess with the mostest. That's right, it's me, Audrey Groeschel. In the story of the shift, we're going to talk to women entrepreneurs as they share the story of the shifts along the road of their business journey. You'll get a peek behind the curtain of what is really happening along that bumpy road of business ownership. In the Chew on This segment, I'll be talking about my own journey in stepping into the feminine and my own sense of goddess in me. It's a journey of switchbacks and ups and downs with permission to be real and hopefully bring you along on the journey to step into your own goddess. Welcome. Hey everybody, welcome into a little bit of Chew on This with you know who, me, Audrey. So I'm kind of freaking out today. I don't really have anything to talk about and it's kind of freaking me out, but I'm kind of freaked out because of everything else. Like, car broken down, no food in the house because, I don't have a car, can't get to the grocery store. We dialed it in last night. We had them deliver sushi last night. Who knew you could have sushi delivered, right? Kind of cool, but still not the same thing as, home cooked meal. There are other various sundry things that are happening as well. And it just is a little overwhelming today. And I'm kind of freaking out. And I've got this time frame. I've got this need to push this podcast out. And I really don't even know what to talk about today. I've got 1,000 ideas in my head and nothing is really clicking for me. I don't know where to go with it. And it's kind of freaking me out because here I have this beautiful model of just an endless amount of things to say, and I can't seem to grab onto one thing to go with. I had a great conversation with my son last night. We got into all kinds of different things, and my son is very open to seeing things from the feminine standpoint. And we talked about so many different things, from the way the men's brains work to the women's brains work, to society in general, to feminism, to, you name it. We ranged all over the place and had a great conversation. I remember thinking at the time, God, I really need to remember some of these things to be able to talk about them because this is great chew on this stuff. And no, it's all just kind of gone in the mess of not being able to straighten out my head. Now, I don't know if it's because it's all menopause-y stuff happening. I've had a headache for this is day number 6 now. Not a bad one. It kind of ebbs and flows, but it's been there for 6 days. What a bummer. And I'm just a little off. And yet here I am. I'm gonna, do my podcast. Who knows? I may trash this at the end. I don't have any idea. It's just gonna have to wait and see how it goes. I've sat down at my altar today and said my prayers to Goddess and everybody and asked for guides to help. And I just can't seem to get out of my own way. And I even journaled and I've really done everything I can to sort of calm myself down and create some kind of peace inside my own head. And it's just not working. And so, of course, then I dove into Facebook thinking, that'll distract me. Maybe that'll give me, a little brain reset. Well, that was stupid. Seriously, come on. When does Facebook ever do that? And, it didn't work, which is unfortunate, but I should have known better, right? And, ended up commenting on a group post, or not a group post, but on a post in my local city here, and ended up being called a Nazi. Me, a Nazi. Seriously. It still just makes me laugh. I can't even believe this girl called me a Nazi. But what are you going to do? So, there was that part of the day. Oh, my goodness. And, I guess one of the things that I wonder is, do men ever get like this? I don't know. Because they think in boxes, it's only one thing at a time for them. I wonder, do they ever, I don't know, I can't imagine that they do, because they don't really get they're in boxes. How could they be all over the place like women are? I mean, we're spaghetti brain, for God's sake, and everything's connected to everything else, and there's really no way. I don't know. I'd love to hear from a man on that. I think it would be really interesting to know what a man would say about, that scattered thought thing. Can you grab hold of something? It's very ephemeral. I can't seem to grab onto anything right now. And all I want to do is put on my PJs and go in my room and shut the door and, Netflix the rest of the day. And I wish I could, I'm getting the car back and, I'll be able to go grocery shopping, and I have to. My God, we're like Mother Hubbard's cupboard. We've got no food. So I've got to go to the grocery store. And, I got to make some nice dinner tonight, right? Because what does the man say? Babe, what do you want for dinner? Something delicious, he says. No pressure. No pressure at all. Something delicious. Okay, I can totally do that. So what do I do with the rest of my day? I don't know, because I really just don't want to do anything. I can't get myself straight. So am I going to sit here and talk for the next 10 or 15 minutes about how out of kilter I am right now? I don't know. Do I grab a book? What do I do with myself? I guess looking at it from the feminine standpoint would be to honor how I'm feeling and really go get my freaking PJs on. Really go back to bed. I feel like I need a reset. I mean, when it comes down to it, if you look at it from that feminine standpoint and honoring ourselves for our feelings and the way that we are functioning right now as a whole, if you're having one of those days, the best thing to do is honor the way you're feeling. On the other hand, here I am saying all of this, that I have to go grocery shopping, that I have to get the car, that I have to do this, I have to do that. Do I really? I mean, I have all adults in my house. It's not like nobody can grab themselves some dinner or even make their own damn dinner for that matter. I mean, it's not like I'm the only support for all of this. It's not like I've got small children in the house saying, Mommy, what are we going to have for dinner? I mean, I could get away with it. It's not like today is a big money-making day for me. Today was just sort of all going to be about catch-up because of not having the car. So, now that I sit here thinking about it, it's funny because one of the big things was too that I had that in my head that I have to do this podcast. I have to do this podcast. I mean, there's just no two ways around it. I have to do the podcast. And of course, it's my own have to. It's my own timeline and my own commitment to what I'm doing. And I mean, I think it's a good thing. You know what I mean? I've made a commitment to myself. I've made a commitment to people who are listening. And so here I am, not really even knowing what I'm going to be talking about, not really knowing what to do. But now that I've said all that, I'm fairly certain that as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to get my PJs on and I'm going to get the tablet and I'm going to Netflix myself the afternoon. Because why not? I need to take it easy because I've done everything that I know how to do to get myself out of this confused, crazy funk in my head, and I can't seem to do it. So what I need is a reboot. And I need to reboot away from things that made me feel bad, which was Facebook. I knew better, and I still got on there and then got called a Nazi. I'm sorry, I still can't quite get over that. I can't read a book right now. My brain's just not able to wrap around it. And it's not like I've got any fun books. I'm reading books that require some kind of commitment to attention. And I can't do that right now. I barely have anything to get myself through what I'm doing right now. I do wonder if this isn't a really uniquely feminine thing. I kind of think it is. That this kind of freaking out thing that's going on in my head, that I'm overwhelmed, but I'm really confused and not able to really grab onto anything solid and hang on to it. I think that's really uniquely feminine. And the really weird thing is I'm really judging myself on this now that I've said all that. And I'm judging myself from that masculine standpoint of get up off your ass and go do what needs to be done. Basically, you're not allowed to indulge in this sort of wallowing behavior that you just got to go do things. You're not allowed to just be. Wow, that's really sucky now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, really, that's not allowing yourself to honor you in any way, shape, or form. It's basically pushing it to the side. It's pushing it away and acting like there's nothing going on with you. And you're running away from it. And what the hell is the point of that? Oh, it'll just come back later and bite you right in the ass when it's really just not appropriate. Yeah, that's it, I think. I'm going to get this all taken care of, and then I'm getting on my PJs, and I'm going to grab the tablet, and I'm going to lay in bed, and I'm going to watch Netflix, by God. And everybody else can just take care of themselves. I'll get to the shopping tomorrow. I'll get to everything that needs to be done tomorrow. Because really, who's rolling over and dying right now? No one. I'm the one that's having the problem. And why should I make an excuse about this? This is just part of being a woman. This is who we are. This is who I am. I don't know why I feel this need to make an excuse for myself on this. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There's just no reason for it. And really, here's the big question. Who am I making the excuse to? Myself, more than likely, right? That's just ridiculous. All right, there's a lot of ridiculousness going on this one, isn't there? So, this is the deal. I think I'm going to wrap this up so that I can go get my damn PJs on and Netflix myself. Maybe something will make me cry, too. Ooh, that would be good, right? Am I right? Come on, girls. You can go with me on this. I don't do rom-coms, so something that'll make me cry is perfect. All right, that's it. We'll see how this sounds at the end. If I do it again, I do it again. If I release this one, I release this one. We'll just go with it. I guess at the end of this day, I would say, pay attention to what you're thinking. Pay attention to how you're feeling about yourself. Pay attention to the things that you're saying to yourself about yourself. And honor the need to just stop. Just stop. Every other woman out there is going to totally understand. And the men, they'll just go, all right, babe, whatever you need. It's just the way it is with them. We're the only ones making excuses about how we can't stop to take care of ourselves. That is uniquely feminine right there. So, I'm going to go take care of myself. Maybe you guys should too. Huh? All right, then. I'll see everybody on the other side. Yes, I will. See ya. And one last housekeeping item to take care of before I hop into my PJs and turn on Netflix. This week's secret code to get into the lovely Goddess's Inner Circle on Facebook is horse. And if you listened to Hillary Schneider's interview earlier this week, then you know exactly why I picked horse. It's really appropriate. Okay, so the link is in the description of the podcast. It's Goddess's Inner Circle on Facebook. And I'd love to have you come join the discussion on the podcast about the podcast. And that's it for me. I'm off to PJs and Netflix. See ya! Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. Leave me a comment, give me a like, and if you really enjoyed it, or even if you didn't, hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends. You can follow me on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher at Women Are the Journey. Thanks for tuning in, and catch you on the other side.